Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE's Chief Content Office, Triple H, has been around the business for over 3 decades. The game's legendary in-ring career is hard to replicate. Recently, former 3-time hardcore champion Maven recalled his first interaction with the King of Kings on Tough Enough. In 2001, WWE produced and aired the first season of Tough Enough. The reality show was used to launch new stars in the Stanford-based promotion, and major WWE superstars frequently appeared on the show throughout its many seasons in the coming years. One such name was Triple H, who appeared on the first season's 3rd episode. Speaking on his YouTube channel, the 3-time hardcore champion recalled his first interaction with the game on the show. Maven was with the WWE for a short period, but he made memories with several stars in the Stanford-based promotion before getting released in 2005. The 44-year-old star was once best friends with Randy Orton when the two were in the promotion. Last month, Maven Huffman spoke about his friendship with the Legend Killer. The former 3-time hardcore champion detailed why he's no longer best friends with Randy Orton post-WWE release. However, he wished the star well and spoke highly of him. The 14-time WWE World Champion is currently feuding with Solo Sikoa's bloodline on Friday Night SmackDown. For any aspiring WWE superstar, meeting Triple H for the first time is a defining moment. As a 14-time world champion, an executive powerhouse, and the mastermind behind NXT, Triple H, real name Paul Levesque, is one of the most influential figures in the wrestling industry. But not every first encounter with the game is a warm embrace. One former WWE star recently opened up about their less-than-ideal introduction to Triple H on a popular wrestling podcast, shedding light on an icy first impression that took years to thaw. The guest, a former WWE performer who once graced the squared circle with high-flying moves and larger-than-life charisma, had dreamed of working for WWE since childhood. After years of wrestling on the independent circuit, an opportunity finally arose to step into the Performance Center. This was the proving ground where legends were made, and it was also where they first met Triple H. From the moment I walked into the Performance Center, I knew this was my shot, the former star recalled. But I also knew I had to impress the guy calling the shots, Triple H. For many, meeting Triple H is a career milestone. But what happens when the person you admire doesn't seem to share the enthusiasm? That was the predicament the ex-WWE star found themselves in. Recalling the first time they met, the wrestler described an awkward exchange that left them feeling deflated. I remember standing in Gorilla, the backstage area where matches are coordinated. Before our promo class, Triple H walked in, and everyone straightened up like soldiers. I was nervous but excited. I went up to him, extended my hand, and introduced myself. He looked at me, shook my hand, but there was this pause. You know when someone sizes you up? That's what he did. And then he just gave me this nod and walked away. At first, they tried to brush it off as part of Triple H's no-nonsense demeanor, but it didn't stop there. Over the following weeks, they noticed that while their peers received encouraging feedback, Triple H barely acknowledged them. I was busting my ass, doing everything I could to get noticed, and yet, it felt like he just wasn't interested in what I had to offer. I started thinking, maybe he doesn't like me. As weeks turned into months, the doubt began to eat away at them. In an environment where Triple H's approval often meant bigger opportunities, being overlooked was discouraging. They started questioning everything, from their wrestling style to their promo skills. Was it something they said? Something they did? There were nights where I'd go back to my apartment and just stare at the ceiling, wondering what I was doing wrong. I had trained so hard to get here, but it felt like I was invisible to the one guy who mattered the most. Everything changed one fateful day during an NXT taping. After months of feeling unseen, they were given a chance to cut a live promo. This was their moment. I had nothing to lose. I went out there and just let loose. I cut the most passionate promo of my life. When I got to the back, I saw Triple H standing there. He had his arms crossed, and for the first time, I saw a smirk. Triple H finally approached them and uttered words that would change everything. That was good. I've been waiting for that. It was a revelation. Triple H hadn't ignored them out of dislike. He had been waiting for them to step up and show something special. From that moment on, their relationship changed. Triple H became more vocal in his feedback, offering guidance and even throwing opportunities their way. The lesson was clear. Respect in WWE isn't handed out. It's earned. In hindsight, I get it now. Triple H isn't someone who's going to hold your hand. He wants to see if you have that fire. And when you prove yourself, that's when he starts paying attention. Looking back, the former WWE star sees that first cold interaction with Triple H as a blessing in disguise. It forced them to push harder, to evolve, and to prove that they belonged. If you ever find yourself thinking that Triple H doesn't like you, don't take it personally. Use it as motivation. Because if he didn't care, he wouldn't test you in the first place. Triple H's influence in WWE continues to shape the future of wrestling, and for those who dream of making it big, the road to success isn't always lined with immediate approval. It's paved with resilience, passion, and the ability to rise above doubt. So, did Triple H really dislike them? Probably not. But did he challenge them to become better? Absolutely. And in the end, that's the real game.